Unhealthy foods have plagued the diets of people around the globe. Humanity has a higher likelihood to die from obesity than starvation. Sugar is now one of the leading causes of death in society. People are getting more and more unhealthy. And I think we all intuitively know that unhealthy food is bad for our body. We know that buying the McDonald's is bad, but we have many rationalizations for that. It tastes good, it's cheap, we have no other time. And I think many of these rationalizations stem from the marvelous marketing that these companies has done to make us think that these unhealthy foods are even in our diet. We believe that the state should do something about this. That the state should actually prioritize its citizens' health. The state has a distinct role. It has the power and resources to actually make change in society. And because of that, the state intervening on these marketing campaigns for unhealthy foods allows people to have a sobering realization that, hey, unhealthy foods are really, really bad. But most importantly, it stops these companies from putting unhealthy foods into our social lexicon. The state is for our citizens to prosper. Or at least the state's goal should be for each and every individual citizen to prosper. And it weighs the resources in which it allows more and more people to prosper. This is because if the people prosper, it's in everybody's interest, right? If the people prosper, they would continue voting for the current political party. The current political party would be able to stay in power, and that is to their interest. Therefore, by prioritizing the citizens, everyone gets what they want. The best way we can prioritize citizens is by helping citizens with their health, because health is the bedrock to the citizens' lives. We work, we toil because we want either ourselves or the people around us to be healthy. And with health as the foundation, people are clearer, people are less hungry, people are less stressed, and with that they are able to think more effectively, be more productive, and therefore it will lead to a higher economic and social output. And therefore this is the reason why the state should intervene and stop these companies from invading our social lexicon with unhealthy foods. To further my point, let me explain the pervasiveness of and effects of unhealthy foods. Unhealthy foods give quick dopamine releases into our mammalian brains, mammalian parts of the brains. And so it causes us to have a reinforcing cycle of addiction that pulls our bodies to eat these unhealthy foods. This is especially bad because this is further worsened by the fact that companies have many R&D departments whose specialty is to engineer foods that are extremely addictive. And so individuals get extremely addicted to engineered food, and I do not blame them because it's very hard to fight against biology. And so, firstly, they have an addiction. Secondly, constant ingestion of these kinds of foods damages the body severely. It causes high amounts of inflammation, and it causes a degradation of our cardiovascular system, which is one of the reasons why there have been an increase in cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and a multitude of other lifelong illnesses like dementia, Alzheimer's, the list goes on. This causes many individuals' lives to be significantly lowered. And imagine having your last 20 years of your life with one that is of low quality, as with cancer or Alzheimer's. Your last few years is just pain and suffering. This is why we think that the state should intervene and stop marketing for stop allowing these large companies to market unhealthy foods. We also believe that it will lead to a cleaner food industry, because the fact that now companies are unable to market their unhealthy foods, the only other alternative is to market their healthy foods. And because marketing is so powerful, it basically allows companies to have large amounts of influence in the people's minds. They would focus their efforts onto healthier foods. This forces companies to spearhead their research on creating nicer, better tasting, healthier food. And with healthier food, it allows citizens to not have all the effects which I mentioned just now, and actually have the opposite effects, where they're able to live longer, happier lives with higher well-being with the people that they care about. This is also beneficial for the state because it allows people to work longer, be more productive, and create more economic outputs for the state. This is why we are so proud to propose this motion. Thank you.